Welcome back. Today we're diving into the bizarre and mysterious world of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un. From his unique fashion choices to his alleged supernatural powers, we're exploring the improbable, the unsettling, and the downright strange. Stay tuned! Let's start with the obvious, the hair. That gravity-defying trapezoidal testament to something. This isn't just a haircut, folks, it's a statement. Rumor has it that this style, often referred to as the Dear Leader cut, is one of the few officially sanctioned hairstyles for men in North Korea. Imagine living in a country where your haircut choices are dictated by the supreme leader. This requires dedication and precision. And what's the message behind this architectural marvel of a hairstyle? Is it a symbol of strength, of defiance? Honestly, I have no idea, but I'm fascinated. That, my friends, is the magic of Kim Jong-un's hair. Moving on from the hair, let's talk about basketball. Kim Jong-un is a huge fan, particularly of the Chicago Bulls and Dennis Rodman. Yes, Dennis Rodman. The man who once wore a wedding dress to promote his autobiography. Kim Jong-un's love for basketball stems from his childhood, when he reportedly idolized Michael Jordan. Somehow this admiration morphed into a bizarre friendship with Dennis Rodman. They've been photographed together numerous times, engaging in activities that one wouldn't typically associate with a dictator and a retired basketball player. It's a truly baffling spectacle. Chapter 3. Kim Jong-un. The myth, the man, the miracle worker? Let's delve into the bizarre myths surrounding Kim Jong-un's supposed supernatural abilities, which have been propagated by the state media. According to North Korean state media, he can control the weather, walk on water, and even perform miraculous feats that defy logic. These are actual claims circulated within North Korea, and they are taken very seriously by the population. Imagine living in a country where your leader is presented as a divine being, capable of performing miracles and extraordinary acts. These myths aren't just harmless stories, they're carefully crafted narratives designed to reinforce Kim Jong-un's authority and control. They're a tool of control, a way to keep the population in line, prevent dissent, and maintain a tight grip on power. These myths have real-world consequences, affecting the daily lives of North Korean citizens. They contribute to the oppression, isolation, and the overall control of the North Korean people, making it difficult for them to see the reality beyond the propaganda. Chapter 4. Swiss Finishing School and Secret Identities. Before he was the supreme leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un was just a regular kid, kind of. He was living a life that was worlds apart from the one he would eventually lead. He lived under a pseudonym, attended a prestigious international school, and experienced a taste of Western culture. This was a stark contrast to the isolated and controlled environment of North Korea. He reportedly loved basketball even back then, and enjoyed Western music and movies. These interests were quite typical for a young boy growing up in the West. It's a strange juxtaposition, isn't it? The serene Swiss lifestyle versus the rigid North Korean regime. The man who now controls one of the most isolated and repressive regimes in the world once experienced a relatively normal Western upbringing. It's almost hard to believe. It makes you wonder what he was thinking during his time in Switzerland. Did he ever imagine the path his life would take? It's a fascinating glimpse into the formative years of a man who would go on to become one of the most enigmatic and controversial figures in the world. His time in Switzerland remains a curious chapter in his life story. Chapter 5. The Rules of the Game Life under Kim Jong-un. Let's talk about the reality of life for ordinary North Koreans under Kim Jong-un's rule. It's a life filled with challenges and restrictions that are hard to imagine for those living in freer societies. The strict rules and regulations, the constant surveillance, the fear of reprisal for even the slightest infraction. It's a level of control that's hard to comprehend. Every move is watched, every word is monitored. Imagine not being able to choose your own haircut, your own clothes, your own music. These are basic freedoms that many of us take for granted, yet they are luxuries in North Korea. It's a bleak picture, and one that's often overshadowed by the more sensational aspects of the Kim Jong-un story. The everyday struggles of the people are often forgotten, but it's the reality for millions of people, and it's a reality that we shouldn't ignore. Their lives are filled with hardship and uncertainty. Let's not forget the people living under his rule, the people who are denied the basic freedoms that we take for granted. Their resilience and strength in the face of such adversity is truly remarkable. Thanks for watching. If you found these facts about Kim Jong-un interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing content. Kim Jong-un and North Korea provide a seemingly endless supply of bizarre details and unsettling realities. So until next time, try not to think too much about that haircut. See you next time.